Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Potty Mouth Plays Elder Scrolls Online. Today we're going to be pretty much picking up right where we left off. So I'm going to go run around Solitude real quick and pick up some quests. And
Well,
I'm not the first Nord from the east to receive a chilly reception at the Blue Palace. Doubt I'll be the last.
let's see. So this guy, Urenur.
Welcome. Are you here on Mage's Guild business?
The Mages Guild.
Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join.
Sounds like my kind of guild. Yeah, let's talk about the Mages Guild.
Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
And what do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
Interesting. You mentioned a Guildmaster?
Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success.
Okay. And you're not affiliated with the Aldmeri Dominion?
We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls.
Nice. Okay, I'm ready to join the Mages Guild for sure.
Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild.
Nice. I like to collect books. And we get a skill line for that. Cool. Okay. I was not aware that you get a skill line for that. And we got 5 Mages Guild points, I guess. Let's take a look. That's the quest journal. Not what I meant to hit. I meant to hit K. Student achievement unlocked. Student of the Mages Guild. Okay. Coming here to guild, we have Mages Guild. Media is the ultimate ability. Okay, so that's like a... That looks like that's... Okay. Mage Light. Summon a mote of Mage Light, revealing stealth and invisible enemies around you for 5 seconds. Exposed enemies cannot return to stealth or invisibility for 3 seconds. While slotted, you gain Major Prophecy, increasing your spell critical rating by 2191. Interesting. Interesting. So even though you may not need the Mage Light, slotting it actually gives you a, putting it on your bar, I'm assuming it means putting it on your hotbar, actually gives you increased spell critical. So it might be worth taking that and putting it on the bar just for the spell critical, at least early on. Entropy. Bind an enemy with chaotic magic. See, that's not bad. Fire Rune. Inscribe a rune of cosmic fire on the earth, which takes 2 seconds to arm. Lasts for 30 seconds. When triggered, the rune blasts all enemies in the target area for 3000 damage. Okay. Equilibrium costs you health. Barter with Oblivion to trade vitality for power, sacrificing your health in exchange for power, or magicka. Exchange reduces your healing done and damage shield strength 50% for 4 seconds. Okay. I probably wouldn't take that. Persuasive Will allows you to persuade NPCs in conversation. Okay, that's cool. Reduces the magicka and health cost of your Mages Guild abilities by 8%. Increases the duration of your Mages Guild abilities by 10%. Max magicka and magicka recovery by 1% for each Mages Guild ability slotted. And casting a Mages Guild ability has a 50% chance of granting you Empower, increasing the damage of your next light attack by 40% for 5 seconds. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Okay. Cool. Really have a quest for them. We just joined them and We'll collect books for them, I guess. I thought I saw quest in one of these.
Bard's College. Hard to imagine the Skald King spent his youth studying verse in this stodgy old kingdom.
Yeah. There's a bottle. Oh, and then we gotta talk to this person anyway. Okay, cool.
Porphyry, is that you? Listen closely, you insufferable clod. I need you to find my notes and... wait, you're not Porphyry. I can tell from the lack of heavy breathing and sniffles. Who are you?
I'm Malaga the Mad. Are you stuck in a bottle?
Stuck in the bottle? No. This is a devious and very stubborn illusion. One that you now have the privilege of breaking. I was conducting some research, you see, and inadvertently triggered this spell. Luckily, I know how to reverse it.
And how do you reverse the spell?
It's quite simple. I recorded the locations of 3 verses of a powerful incantation in my journal on the off chance something like this occurred. Acquire the verses, come back and dispel this illusion. I'll make it worth your while. I promise.
Alright, I'll find the incantations and dispel the illusion.
Oh, my assistant Porphyry has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Also tell him to come get me. Someone nearly took a swig of me. Though I suppose introductions are in order. I am Narcissus Dren, famed historian, etc.
How exactly did you wind up like this?
Oh, does it really matter? Every historian worth his salt winds up trapped in an illusion at some point. Oh, very common. And thus not worthy of discussion or commitment to record. I will say, though, as magical traps go, Maelmoth's wards are top tier.
Magical traps?
Indeed. I acquired a powerful scroll from the Mages Guild. I thought it might direct me to a legendary illusionist's secret sanctum. Unfortunately, reading it led me to this dismal state.
That sounds pretty suspicious. Did you steal this scroll?
Steal? We're adventurers, aren't we? What you call stealing, I call daring investigation. Maelmoth's works contain a wealth of secrets. If we don't pursue them, some other historian will. I, for one, have no interest in sharing the glory with,
Go on. You've no interest in sharing the glory with who?
why, with anyone other than you, of course. You really thought I meant to exclude you? Oh, you wound me.
If this is just an illusion, why can't you move?
Oh, illusion magic extends far beyond simple parlor tricks and mirages. Skilled practitioners exert power over the mind itself. Intellectually, I know I am not a bottle. But the spell fooled some primitive aspect of my psyche into believing I am.
So you can't move because you believe bottles can't move on their own.
Precisely. The spell turned my knowledge of the natural sciences against me. Crafty, yes? A lesser intellect might have evaded the trap entirely. How's that for irony?
Tell me about this incantation. Someone hid the verses?
Yes, the mage Maelmoth hid them all over Solitude, etched in wood, tucked under cobblestones, and so on. Just another one of his insufferable games. In retrospect, I probably should have gathered the verses before, all this.
And who is this Maelmoth?
Was. Who was he? Past tense. Maelmoth was one of Skyrim's most gifted illusionists. A contemporary of the great Shalador, if you can believe it. Of course, he's been dead for hundreds of years now. I'd say his claim to secrecy died long ago.
We kept a lot of secrets, eh?
Ah, countless secrets. He was a master illusionist, after all. Unfortunately, illusionists always cloak their discoveries in puzzles and traps. Insufferable, if you ask me. No matter. I never shrink from a challenge of the mind.
Alright, let's go get this stuff for him. Before we do, we'll talk to this person. Grega.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Porkface?
Orcface. I would like to kill you. Brundold said you might know something about the smuggled goods from Sentinel.
Don't know any Brundold. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
Okay, now can we... I don't think we can persuade because it's red. But let's try it. We're going to click it. Brundle's dead because of what's in those crates. They'll come for you too. You need the persuasion perk before you can choose this option. Okay, so that's not one you get for free by getting mage skill, so I have to level up my mage skill stuff. If you won't talk to me, you can talk to my large friend with the axe.
My friend asked nicely. Talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Casella! Casella! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard.
Yeah.
Come on, partner. We're done here.
Felt the same way, like that really wasn't that difficult. You could have just told me. Since it sounds like it's something everybody knows. You could have just told me. Then, okay, what is this? Fighters Guild. I feel like Malagar the Mad wouldn't join the Fighters Guild.
Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
If I'm being honest. I don't think that Malagar the Mad would join the Fighters Guild, so we're not going to. That may change later, as he adventures more, but for now... Okay. Boar-free Dullblade.
If you see a pretty bottle around, let me know. It talks, if that helps.
I did find that bottle.
Oh, thank you. I was worried that Master Dren had gotten lost when I went to get myself some stew. I guess I just forgot why I set the bottle down. I'll go and get it. Him, as soon as I finish my stew. It's really good stew.
Fair enough, I'm helping him to dispel the illusion.
That's good. A talking bottle makes me nervous, and it sure made Master Dren crankier than normal. I'll bring it here and keep it safe with his other stuff. Don't worry.
Goodbye. Narcissus Dren's Skyrim Journal. That wretched librarian threw me out. Me, Narcissus Dren. As if such a place was even worthy of my time. How that cadre of bumbling dullards got their hands on Melmoth's journal, I'll never know. I found a peculiar scroll tucked between the pages detailing a ritual of reversal. I doubt that scaly book hoarder even knew it was there. So, to my way of thinking, there's no harm in taking it with me. Now, as for Melmoth's journal itself, I was only able to jot down the aforementioned passage, a bit about reversals. From what I can ascertain, this ritual exists in 3 parts. The text likely points to the location of 3 verses that must be read aloud in order to complete the spell. Another scavenger hunt. How droll. I've transcribed these directions below. Mind your nose, you zealous readers. A vessel once filled often cracks. Should you find yourself glazing through glass, find a friend who'll heed these words. The well of wisdom often runs dry for those with boastful prying eyes. The only thing that lasts longer than a stone is a song. In years of peril and in an era yet to come, mages shall nest in these stones like swallows. I can only hope this scroll contains less nonsense. Let the studies begin. Alright. So I can find these verses. Let's see. Something here. This is one of the verses. Incantation of Reversal, first fragment. If freedom's ring will slake your thirst, I urge you speak these words first. On the shores of an open sea, hordes of hawkers frolic free. Okay. We go on there for the other quest. Alright. What's this? You and Feather. Bitrid?
Someone passed through here with several cats the other day and didn't buy a thing. I spent the next hour sneezing. Ooh. You'll make up for their lack of consideration, yes?
Maybe. See what you've got. I like to... Yes, okay. So I like to go into vendors in new towns check to see if they have any designs I don't have. So when you buy it, right, that took like all my money I had, but you can see, you can see underneath where it says to create it requires tailoring to, and then underneath it says use to learn recipe. Now, if I use that design and then talk to him again,
Fix the problem.
when I look at it, it says recipe already known. So you actually have a pretty decent chance, like as long as you pay a little bit of attention, it's easy to tell if you've already got design or not. Well, he had like, or recipe or whatever. Don't really have anything to sell, so. There are all my goods. Okay. Because of how damaged my armor and stuff is. Let's go here. This is the Fighters Guild.
Next time I'm in the field, I think I'll bring a great warhammer. Or two.
Okay, I'll further down. Those people again. I'll draw. Alright, and we'll come here. What is this one? This is third fragment. Mind these words, though often slurred. You should sing out this verse, the third. Vibrant feathers drift on the wind. My hair grew long, but never thinned. Okay, and there's one more over yonder. Yonder, the correct? Is that the correct terminology there? In the spring, the soil is fecund. To break a curse, speak these words second. Pigs and pigs and pigs and pigs. My auntie's fingers thin as twigs. Okay, so let's go dispel the illusion.
Bloody mages and their bloody tricks.
Okay. Like mages, apparently. Why are you bundling?
We didn't build Solitude on the Great Arch originally. No, we started near it, letting it shelter us from the winds.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for showing that small bit of historical trivia. It's cool to know that. I will say, for me at least, one of the dangers of playing Elder Scrolls Online is it makes me want to go back and play a proper Elder Scrolls game to a certain extent. Nice over here. Like, there's kind of a large part of me that wants to start playing Skyrim again. Right.
Hello? Is that you, doughty assistant? Oh, thank feck. You have the incantation, yes? Read it quickly. You'll be surprised to hear that life as a bottle does not suit me.
Do you think it matters what order I read them in?
How should I know? I'm a historian, not a hedge wizard. Just use your best judgment. I have near total faith in you.
So this is first, this is second, and this is third. Should we do it right, or should we lie with him a little bit? I think we'll do it correctly. On the shores of an open sea, hordes of hawkers frolic free.
Yes, that's it. I can feel the illusion's grip loosening. Keep going. Read the other lines.
Pigs and pigs and pigs and pigs. My auntie's fingers thin as twigs.
Yes, I think that's right. I can feel the glass cracking around me. Keep going. Speak the final line.
Vibrant feathers drift on the wind. My hair grew long, but never thinned.
That's it.
Oh, finally! Let's see. Legs, arms, stylish coiffure. Yes, looks like everything's as it should be. What a relief.
Let's talk to him.
A pleasure to meet you in the flesh. As I said before, I am Narcissus Drin. You are? Whoever you are, charmed. Now to business. We need to find Melmoth's Mysterium. First, we need his journal. The librarian refused to share it with me. Ridiculous.
Why didn't the librarian let you borrow Malmuth's journal?
Oh, the usual inanities of frumpy book hoarders. I might have torn one of the pages. Honestly, you'd barely notice. But you know how librarians are. Spill a drink or talk too loudly or rip a few pages and wham! They cast you out on your ear. Ugh.
What can you tell me about the librarian?
A prickly Argonian named Dean Villaz. She works in the Mages Guild library in Solitude. I might have said a few indecorous things about her beady little eyes. My fault. But people who stand in the way of discovery really get my dander up.
So does this mean we're partners?
Yes, of course. Narcissus Dren is always true to his word. If you assist me in following the clues laid out in Mailmoth's journal, I will gladly share the wonders of his mysterium with you.
Alright, yeah, I'll try to get Mailmoth's journal from the librarian. Alright.
For free? Why in Vex's name did you bring my belongings out onto the street?
What?
So, okay, Lyris. The truth is, we're going to help him discover Mailmoth, the Mysterium, the Mailmoth Mysterium, and then we're going to take all the glory for ourselves. Because that guy is an absolute asinine idiot. And stand little weasels like him. So, we shall out-weasel the weasel. Yes. Go talk to Dean Villaz. It's Mysterium. Dean Villaz.
Welcome to the Mages Guild Library. Please handle our books and scrolls with the care they deserve. I already cast out a careless dark elf. I pray that I will not have to ask anyone else to leave today.
I would like to see the last journal of Mailmoth the Mysterious.
Ugh. Do you work with that strutting guard Narcissus Dren? The famed scholar? Scholar my shedding tail scales. He tore a page in a valuable book, and I suspect he stole one of Mailmoth's scrolls. What reason could I possibly have to help you?
Blind him, would I? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm actually studying Mailmoth's works alone.
Quite a coincidence that two people come calling for the same rare text on the same day. Then again, helping one of Narcissus Dren's competitors does warm my scales. Fine, the journal's there on the table. But if any harm comes to it, I will find out.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
The journal is just there on the table.
Yeah,
I should warn you, Mailmoth was mad as a sack of weasels. Whatever you intend to do with the text, I doubt it will be worth the effort.
Okay. That is a sack of wheat. Oh, excuse me. There's, I'm sorry. Trying to look at this bookshelf here. Fire and Darkness, The Brotherhoods of Death, Part 2 by Inner Gorming. How long is this? Oh jeez, it's very long. I think we can skip with reading these for now. House Ravenwatch Proclamation Lawbook discovered. Mages Guild XP. Nice. Mailmoth's final journal. The journal contains hundreds of pages of nonsensical ramblings. The final entry is the most lucid. No one deserves my masterpiece. No one. Except perhaps someone. Oh, a test! Yes, a trial of patience and mental mettle. All great hunts begin with riddles. If they don't, they should. Mysteries lounge in plain view. Tiles and levers and ancient pews. Pews and temples where dragons pray. Where some were killed and old wreaths slay. Meditate on this a while. See if you have sufficient guile. Okay. Yeah, so I cut out reading all of the books. I read all the books. I cut all that out. I may make another video later just of reading all the lore books in the game. So, just so you guys know. Apology of the Death Hound. Right. Pretty much, I'm just gonna read lore books, I think. I think there's too many books in the game otherwise. Go see Narcissus Dren. In fact, no, we'll save that for another time. Let's go to the Lonely Troll. We'll go back on the main quest. We've gotten that. Let's get back on the main quest for now. Save that for another day.
What do you want?
Right here. Alright, let's talk to him.
Ah, assistant. It's about time. So, any luck with that cold-blooded librarian?
Yeah, she let me borrow the journal.
Excellent. I must admit, I had my doubts, but you're turning out to be a model employee. Assistant. Partner? Whatever. Now, if you just hand it over, I can try to untangle Maelmoth's riddles and set us on the right path.
What do you intend to learn from this text, anyway? Even Valax seemed to think Maelmoth was crazy.
She would. This text reveals Maelmoth's mysterium, his trove to arcane trinkets and treasures. Now, just give me a moment to, Yes, I have it. This clearly refers to a meditation grotto near Kilcreath, one of Shalador's old haunts.
So we're headed to Kilcreath Temple. Fair enough.
Well, to be frank, this seems too good to be true. A single riddle leading to our prize? Too easy. Then again, things often come easy to an adventurer of my caliber. I have some business to conclude here. I'll meet you at Kilcreath once I'm finished.
Okay. How do you know about Maelmoth's Mysterium, anyway?
How would I not? Ancient mysteries are Narcissus Dren's stock in trade. No arcane relic or lost antiquity evades my gaze for long. Surely you've read some of my books? They're bestsellers, assistant. I can get you some, at a very reasonable price.
I'll think about it. Discovered it all on your own.
Well, advanced scholarship always involves a bit of give and take. For example, an elderly mage I met in Riften made a, modest contribution. But make no mistake, it was I who cracked Maelmoth's riddles.
An elderly mage. Is he looking for Maelmoth's trove too?
He was, for a time. Struck me as something of an obsession, if I'm being honest. 50 years he's been at this Maelmoth business. 50 years! Oh, can you imagine? That might be a reasonable period of study for an elf, but for a Nord? Ooh, it's untenable.
So you encouraged him to let it go?
Of course I did. What kind of Mer would I be if I let that doddering fossil waste his scant remaining years chasing riddles like this? I may be ambitious, but I am never cruel. I took his notes as a personal and professional courtesy.
Will you credit him in your books if we find Maelmoth's trove?
Yes, of course, all the credit he deserves. I am generous with my praise. You'll see soon enough, assistant.
Yes, assistant. Then, oh. Alright, let's go in here, the Lonely Troll.
You must be Mog. I have
Wash the
questions.
taste of
Questions?
Narcissus Dren.
Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
This is wearisome.
Hi.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send someone to bully Mog?
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend?
Wanted to ask if he saw the people putting up the job postings.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
Remember anything else about this charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him, off to the Drudock Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
You, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner.
Okay. Can't talk right here, I guess. Alright, let's see. Oops. Alright, no. Go outside. Hello, Lyris.
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus, there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
Why the smuggler?
We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
Let's go. Okay, let's go into Casella's warehouse. Alright. I know the last... I know the last episode was not super exciting for you guys, so I want to try to... I know this episode's getting a little bit long, but try to get some, you know, some stuff done. Oh my god. Okay. Try to get some stuff done. Yeah. Guys, an event merchant. Ooh, that's cool. Really a stormy, eh?
Busy time! The impresario has been talking to visitors all day.
Oh yeah, I can't afford any of those things. Okay.
Is that a heroic silhouette I spy?
Maybe. Huh. I don't even have any of whatever those are. Got a ticket? Oh, I'm not. So we want on the wood.
That's Casella's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Let's talk to him.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn?
It is. You know Lyris?
Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too?
No, just us, but we need to see Casella.
Until Casella returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
Perhaps we could, wait inside.
Alas, Casella doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed?
I'm not sure, but if you get your scabbard, she'd be happy to autograph it.
Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock.
Just hold these down, right? There we go. And open! Sneak around a little bit.
See what's in those marked crates.
In here.
I'll watch the door.
Lotus. Okay, we'll take that. Ginger. Wheat and decorative wax. Oh. It's not overly useful. A drink. Side tonic infusion. Cupboard. Poultry and decorative. Coins. Tomb urn. Oh. Okay, cool. That had some stuff in it. What was that? Argonian baskets double. And cured meat chunk. Okay. Some guarana. Metheglin? Not even once. Nice. Reach ritual fetishes. Jasmine. Be really thorough, so you just want to make sure. I'm going to take all of this and have it tested professionally. You know? Necklace. Trunk. Trifling glyph of... More metheglin. Good. Not even once. Ginkgo. Alright. Just marked crate real quick. Ancient Urn. Before we hit the last one, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll check. This urn have a lockpick in it. Useful. Some seaweed. Bitter green. Hide helmet. Listen, they didn't want me to have it. Okay. They wouldn't have put it where I could sneak in and steal it. Really? Bookshelf. The Orcs of Skyrim. Book by Thora Farwanderer. No pest has proven more resilient to the Nords of Skyrim than the common orc. The Tusked people claim occupancy of our fair realm, stretching back before the time Ysgramor crossed the Sea of Ghosts. Though few written accounts still exist of that time, there is mention in the histories of the companions uprooting Orc Strongholds, even as they burned the Snow Elves from the land. Orc Strongholds are well-defended outposts, often situated around deposits of mineral wealth. Each contains the infrastructure to support a dozen or more families, surrounded by walls designed to repel anything but the strongest martial force. Many Jarls are remembered in song for dying vainly while attempting to root a stronghold from their lands. Worse, destroyed strongholds often return within a generation of their destruction, not countered by a Nord fort that needs a constant supply of troops and provisions. Few Jarls can afford to defend piles of rock for more than a few years, thus the Orc Strongholds remain a pox upon our land. Some strongholds have persisted in this way for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It's said that the ancient Orc stronghold of Cradle Crush in Eastmarch has never been taken by force or abandoned, despite the complete exhaustion of the mineral vein it sits upon. The height of Orcish power in Skyrim came with the establishment of Yashnag's chiefdom in the early Second Era. With the destruction of Orsinium by the combined Breton and Redguard forces, the Orcs were scattered across the north in a great exodus. Yashnag and his people, exiled from High Rock, fled east to reclaim lands in Skyrim they felt were theirs by ancient right. The king of West Skyrim, Svarta, was ineffective in holding back the Orcs and the Reachmen that plagued the West Kingdom during his rule. The chiefdom was a bane upon Western Falkreath for more than 30 years, till it was burned out by Hackvild Yushnog Slayer in the year 467 of the Second Era. Hackvild became Jarl of Falkreath when Yashnag killed his father on the field of battle. The young Jarl inherited little more than a crumbling hold largely occupied by Orcish invaders from the west. It is said that Hackvild challenged Yashnag and a host of Yashnag's Orc champions to a ritual trial by combat. He defeated each in turn. How Hackvild learned of this obscure Orcish ritual is not known, but with their leader's defeat, Yashnag's followers abandoned the chiefdom. With the destruction of the chiefdom, the Orcs scattered further into Skyrim, or back into the mountains of Hrothgar. Orc clans descended from Yashnag's people have an intense hatred of the kings of Skyrim. It's ironic that this enmity for the Nords has grown, even as the Orcs themselves have re-established ties with the peoples of Western Tamriel that burned their first home hundreds of years ago. Breaking the circle tyranny. Okay, we read that one already. Okay. Let's go down. And search the last thing. Ash and bones.
I knew whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after?
Proof of a plot against the High King. Care to explain what's in these crates?
A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King?
What about these reach fetishes?
Gimme that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it?
Who hired you to smuggle this?
No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see a same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
I'm sure we can work something out.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
Can you tell me anything else about the Breton and the laborers?
The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll.
You never check your cargo?
I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
Okay. Alright, so we have, let's talk to Lyris.
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose?
Could it have something to do with the ritual I saw? The witch perform at the barrow?
The Coven was also perfecting some kind of ritual in Icereach. Something to do with storms. If these fetishes are from Icereach, you may be onto something. Still, why involve the locals? Seems like an unnecessary risk.
Well, I guess we should check out the lodge.
Good idea. Head there while I circle around from the other direction. Maybe I can catch them before they reach the lodge. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner at this point in the investigation.
Yeah, I'll see you at the lodge.
Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I...
Okay. Now, that, unfortunately, I thought there was going to be more action here. That will do it for this episode. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it. If you liked the video and you like the content, go ahead and hit the like button. If you dislike the content, you dislike the video, go ahead and hit the dislike button. That lets me know what you guys want to see next. Like I said, feel free to follow me, subscribe here, follow me over on Twitch. I do stream 7 days of the week, like literally every day. Let's see. There's the whole YouTube thing. Anyway, listen, I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Excuse me, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. God damn it. Like I said, I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You are the very best. The bee's knees, the cat's pajamas, the absolute tits. Don't let anybody tell you any different. I will see you guys